Bangor. Radio news to the Rockbound Coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Coming up on today's show, Hampton Town Council has discussed the building of a new community center on town-owned land.
Plus, the Mills administration is speaking out following the latest proposed Versant power rate increase.
And we have an update following a story we aired yesterday about two farmers who have been affected by PFAS. There's some more local news right now.
Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
And I'm Joe Cortez. Thanks for joining us this morning. It's August 5th. It's also, more importantly, Friday. Best day of the week by far.
I know, and we started the week on August 1st, so it's been a good week. It's a well-rounded week.
Yeah, and those temperatures really do feel like August here in Maine. They've been getting close to 90 degrees, and it has been scorching out there. The great news is we get to enjoy those for the weekend, and then next week we're back to that 80, 75, perfect weather.
I know. Devin has all the details coming right up.
Good morning, Devin.
Hey, Joe and Emma, thank you very much. Happy Friday. Fog is starting off things this morning and making things a little bit tricky in a few areas, especially near Bar Harbor, where visibility is near zero. Waterville seeing some fog as well. We do have a dense fog advisory near the Bar Harbor area, lasting until about 9 a.m. or so. Other areas further down to the south and west, you notice that orange that's on the map right here. This right here is heat advisories that are currently in effect, and those are going to be expiring later on tonight. Of course, temperatures will be warm for us as well, but not bad enough to warrant heat advisories. Otherwise, those some showers and thunderstorms moving through last night and early this morning. Those are tapering off for now, but more showers and storms on the way later this afternoon. Nothing severe with those. We'll need to keep an eye on those. Some heavy downpours will be possible as all this right here continues to move from the west to the east. Meanwhile, though, all right, here's those showers and storms that will be developing later this afternoon to the evening time frame. Otherwise, you may hold on to more clouds as we head towards the morning period for your Saturday. The wind's not too bad out in the north, mainly at around 5, maybe up to 10 miles per hour. The directions may jump around a little bit, but overall the winds won't be too bad today as we start things off on this Friday. Upper 80s today, scattered showers and thunderstorms this afternoon with that northwest breeze at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Later on tonight, 66 degrees, becoming mostly cloudy, and the wind overall looking nice and calm. A northerly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period, showing plenty of clouds, maybe a chance for a few showers. More storms for the afternoon period. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Joe and Emma.
A Castle Hill man accused of double murder was back in court Thursday. A.J. Douglas talked to the lead defense attorney to learn more.
The bodies of 25-year-old Alan Curtis and 51-year-old Roger Ellis were found in a truck on Route 227 in Castle Hill on August 13th. A week later, Bobby Nightingale was charged with their murders. Nightingale is also charged with robbery and possession of a firearm by a prohibited person. Lead defense attorney Vern Parody claims Nightingale is innocent and alleges that there are other suspects in the case.
There are at least 3 to 5 other potential suspects that had motives for the killings. In my opinion, is he was an easy target for the state, and they just disregarded the other significant evidence that other people were involved.
The defense also asked Justice Nelson to dismiss all charges due to the state allegedly listening to calls between Nightingale and co-counsel John Tebbets. Parody says the detective failed to identify which 2 of the 80 recorded calls had been monitored.
The detective filed an affidavit saying that he didn't record and did not write down which calls he listened to or heard parts of, didn't remember what he might have heard or how much of any call, but that he only reported it to the Attorney General's office when he read a news article.
The prosecution argued to allow additional phone calls and Facebook posts from Nightingale to be used as evidence in the upcoming trial. The defense is not disputing the introduction of this evidence. Jury selections begin August 10th. A.J. Douglas, ABC 7, Fox 22.
Governor Mills is voicing strong opposition to Versant Power's plan to request an electricity rate increase. In a notice filed with the Public Utilities Commission, the company said it intends to request a rate increase of 9% starting next year. That's about $10.50 a month and about $126 a year for the average residential ratepayer. In a statement, the governor vowed to fight the company's request, saying in part, quote, with high prices expected to continue into the coming year, which is almost entirely the result of New England's dependence on expensive imported natural gas, I do not believe now is the appropriate time for our utilities to seek further rate increases. I've asked Versant to not file this request, but if they do, I will direct my energy office to intervene in opposition and call on the Maine Public Utilities Commission to reject the request, end quote. Versant's notice follows a similar filing earlier this year in which Central Maine Power also announced they're seeking a 9% rate increase in 2023, a move Governor Mills has already opposed. The Maine Office of Public Advocate also released a statement yesterday expressing doubt that the rate increase is warranted.
Hamden Town Council is proposing a community center be built on the town-owned land next to Laura Hoyt Pool. While nothing has been finalized, this proposal has been in the works for the past 8 years, with more planning being done in the past 2.5 years regarding a location for the building. The community center would include a gym with a basketball court, an elevated walking track, and a kitchen with a banquet area. Hamden Economic Development Director Amy Ryder says the proposed community center would serve many purposes.
It would be a town-owned facility that would be utilized by the entire community, from children to seniors. It could be a rental space for banquets. There'll be a full kitchen. We could rent or use the space for our basketball teams or basketball tournaments. Lots of opportunities.
Besides the location next to the Laura Hoyt Pool, the town is also considering a vacant property near Hamden Academy.
The Maine State Housing Authority recently granted funding to a local community action agency to help with Maine's growing homelessness. Dylan Holloway has the details.
Penquist recently announced that the nonprofit organization has received a $4.25 million grant from the Maine State Housing Authority. The grant will be used to renovate an existing hotel in Bangor and convert it into permanent housing for homeless individuals.
Homelessness in Bangor has skyrocketed over the last couple of years, and in direct response to that, we've been working with local partners to try to find a solution.
Housing Development Director Jason Bird says the project is one of 3 selected by Maine Housing to receive funds from the American Rescue Plan Act, with the goal of increasing housing for individuals and families experiencing homelessness.
We've been working for a little while to try to find a perfect location. We've got that, and through funding with Maine Housing, we'll be able to purchase the building, renovate it, and within a few months, we hope to be able to open the doors and let people call it home.
Bird says the project will create 36 new units of housing consisting of 18 efficiency and 18 one-bedroom apartments. He says there will also be project-based vouchers that will cover the majority of tenants' monthly rent, as well as on-site services to aid with recovery and stability.
That's really good news because there's an affordable housing crisis going on in the city. We have our beds mostly full, the other shelters do, and we still have probably over 100, close to 200 people who are sleeping outside right now.
The housing unit will be named Teresa Bray Knowles Place. Knowles, who passed away just under a year ago, is described by Bird as having been a local healthcare leader.
She worked at PCHC most recently, but she was a community leader when it came to COVID response and a variety of other impactful public health initiatives, and she was just a force to be reckoned with.
Bird says the location of the hotel will be announced sometime in the next few weeks. Reporting from Bangor, I'm Dylan Holloway for ABC7 and Fox 22.
The Mills administration announced yesterday that $25 million in COVID relief money will go to 211 long-term care organizations. Mills proposed was passed with bipartisan votes in the legislature. The Maine Department of Health and Human Services will be issuing these state and federal funds to nursing facilities, residential care facilities, and adult family care homes, They are also increasing the flexibility of the payments in order to be used for fuel and other costs related to global inflation. Jeanne Lambrou, the commissioner of DHHS, said, quote, "This injection of funding will help long-term care facilities offset unexpectedly high costs such as contract staff, food, and other pandemic-related expenses." And the time is now 8:09. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, we'll have an update from local healthcare professionals about how the small handful of monkeypox cases in Maine.
But first, here's another look at our forecast. A high of 87 today, scattered thunderstorms, mostly cloudy skies this evening. Temperatures dropping down to a low of 66. And tomorrow we're back up in the mid to high 80s with partially cloudy skies and a little bit more sunshine.
Durable,
sturdy, stylish. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find solid wood, built to last, made in Maine dressers, bureaus, and nightstands. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
Out with the old and in with the new. Check out Pat's Pizza Specials. Tuesdays, $5 spaghetti and meatballs. Tuesday all day breadstick special. Wednesday, large one-topping pizzas, $8. Wednesday, small steak and cheese with French fries, $6.25. Friday, fish with French fries, $7.50. Saturday, small one-headed pizza, fountain soda, $7.25. And you can still save some dough. Bring the family to the all-new Pat's Pizza, 662 Main Road North, Hamden.
Dynamic hatchbacks. Capable and rugged SUVs and crossovers. Go anywhere vans. Powerful full-size pickups. Toyota has more electrified all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive models than any other brand, like the electrified Highlander Hybrid with 35 mpg and up to a 598-mile total driving range. Your New England Toyota dealer, your electrified all-wheel drive headquarters. Toyota, let's go places. Comfy, cozy, relaxing. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find rockers, recliners, sofas, and easy chairs. Quality furniture, affordable prices. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
Help Maine children win the fight against cancer by supporting the Heroes Hope Healing McDonald's Golf Classic, presented by Bangor Savings Bank. To date, the event has raised more than $500,000 to support Northern Light Pediatric Cancer Care. In addition, the McDonald's Golf Classic supports Camp Hope, a free summer camp for children with cancer or blood disorders. You can help support the kids by registering or donating today at mcdonaldshhhgc.org.
Wednesday, we talked to a Unity farmer working to spread awareness about the medical impacts for those exposed to PFAS chemicals. Adam Nordell, a co-owner of Songbird Farm, discovered his farmlands and water tested positive for PFAS or forever chemicals back in December. A month later, he was notified by doctors that he and his wife also tested positive for the same chemicals. The Maine Department of Agriculture, Conservation, and Forestry works closely with farmers navigating through these types of issues by performing testing and taking samples at no cost. The DACF also offers wage replacement, which Nordell was approved for, but had not yet received. Following our story, Bureau Director of Agriculture, Food, and Rural Resources Nancy McBrady reached out to Nordell, and both confirmed he had not received his funds due to a technical error. The confusion has now been resolved, and we are told help is on the way. For more information on this story and PFAS contamination in the state of Maine, visit our website, foxbangor.com.
Health officials are urging people not to panic. Here in Maine, there are just 3 cases of monkeypox so far. But as Mal Meyer explains, efforts are underway to vaccinate those who are considered high risk.
I heard that I am at an extra high risk.
Old Town resident Katana Scannell has been worried about the spread of monkeypox in Maine because of her condition.
Just complete anxiety over this.
Early symptoms include fever and chills, head and body aches, and swollen lymph nodes. Later signs include a rash, pus-filled blisters, and scabs, typically lasting 2 to 4 weeks.
There's been a lot of misinformation about monkeypox.
Kyle Holmquist is a family nurse practitioner who says the general public should not be too worried.
Keeping things in perspective is helpful. Just remember that it's still relatively uncommon.
The virus can be spread through close, personal, often skin-to-skin contact, including during sex, but it is not an STD. Men who are gay and bisexual or have sex with other men are considered more high risk, but anyone can contract it.
I like to remind folks that we've had other monkeypox outbreaks before.
There is now a push to get at-risk people vaccinated. For those who are eligible, there will be a vaccine clinic from noon to 5 p.m. at the community center in Ogunquit. It's an area that has a larger population of men who have sex with men.
We wanted to get as many preventative shots into arms as possible, as quickly as possible, and try to stop some spread and reduce disease burden if folks do end up getting monkeypox.
Representatives from the Congressional Families Cancer Prevention Program were in Bangor yesterday. The CFCP program is a bipartisan organization of the spouses of Congress members and senators working to help fund cancer research and treatment. The representatives visited to shine light on the work Northern Light Health and the Bangor Y is doing for breast cancer prevention and early detection. Catherine Sherman says the grants Northern Light Health and the Bangor Y received from the Prevent Cancer Foundation has helped to make it easier for people to get the screenings and tests they need.
We've worked really hard over the last 3 years of making sure that we have access available to our patients and finding out what their barriers are. What is it making it difficult for them to come see us? And then working with our extraordinary partners at the Bangor Y to reach out to them and help solve those barriers.
If you or a loved one needs to make an appointment for a screening, you can call 207-973-8500 or go to northernlighthealth.org. The time is now 8:15. After the break, the town of Dover Foxcroft is celebrating 100 years, and there's some major events coming in this weekend. We'll tell you all about it next.
Plus, another rare bird sighting off the coast of Maine. Hear from the Maine Audubon on what's driving new species to the Pine Tree State. We'll be right back.
Prescription drug costs are too high, and Mainers are paying too much for life-saving medications. That's why Jared Golden led the way on a law that makes insulin more affordable. It will cap out-of-pocket costs for insulin at $35 per month. That's putting our health and economic security first, not drug company profits. Call your senators and ask them to join Jared Golden in the fight to lower costs.
This isn't your parents' photo booth. Premier Limousine and DJ presents the latest in photo booth technology with the all-new 2022 Air Booth. Print out everyone's pictures in beautiful full-color photos and have them sent directly to your phone. The new Air Booth is available for weddings, birthdays, class reunions, anniversaries, and corporate events with some of the best, most fun props around. You can book the Air Booth, Limousine, and DJ services separately or take advantage of our very popular package deals. Contact us at Premier Limousine and DJ.
Mom, sometimes older parents need extra care.
Let me help with that, Mom. I better get this ambulance. Oh, no. Let me help with that. Let me help with that, Mom.
Let's give Mom some help. Find care for your mom and dad at care.com.
When Ryan White of Hartley's in Newport wants to know his weather, he logs on to foxbangor.com. Ryan has been with Hartley's for 3 years, and he looks to make your buying experience fast, fun, and easy, and with multiple repeat customers, it's fair to say you won't be disappointed.
Check one, check two. The store's appearance may have changed throughout the years, but its dedication to our community and families has not wavered. We will still welcome you with a smile and top-notch service. If you need coffee,
check.
Tasty treats,
Check.
freshly made pizza, check. Or wine and spirits,
Check.
stop by and fill up your tank and check us out.
Dover Foxcroft will celebrate a special homecoming as this weekend marks the 100th year since becoming a town. The town by hosting a number of events, including a vendor fair, a historic bus tour, a beach party, and more. The town's homecoming weekend will have a parade themed celebrating 100 years of history, highlighting floats portraying significant times or events linked to the town.
You know, we have been a town. The towns have come together as Dover and Foxcroft, and it's been 100 years. And a lot has happened over that 100-year period. So we thought it would be really neat if as the floats were going by, we could kind of have a picture of various points in history that took place.
Anyone interested in learning more about the scheduled events can visit piscataquischamber.com.
Another bird usually found in places like Russia and Japan is making the rounds on Maine's coast. A tufted puffin, typically found in the northern part of the Pacific Ocean, has been seen at least twice in Maine so far this summer. In Maine, we typically see Atlantic puffins. This tufted puffin is seen around nesting colonies for the Atlantic puffin, but is different. Tufted puffins have massive orange bills with tufts coming off the back of their heads and have black bellies, whereas the Atlantic puffin has a white belly. The tufted puffin lives its life at sea, so being in Maine is not too far from home, just a different ocean. Maine Audubon says the rare puffin is likely thousands of miles away from its natural habitat because of melting in the Arctic.
And the speculation is that it's probably with the Arctic ice melting that there's this Northwest Passage opening up that's allowing birds to essentially cross oceans. And there's some other examples of it, of like northern gannet is one of our large seabirds that nests in the North Atlantic. In the last few years, they've been showing up in the Pacific Ocean, being seen off the coast of California.
Hitchcock says this sighting is a good indicator that change is happening, allowing birds to move to places they otherwise shouldn't be able to. As for invasiveness, he says it would take quite a few of them to establish a population, but if it were to happen, it could create problems if they were to outcompete Maine's native species. If you're trying to get a glimpse of this puffin yourself, Hitchcock says it's been seen in the mornings and it could very well be swimming around the Gulf of Maine.
Now to the emotional moment as Brittany Griner's team gathered, hours after the WNBA star was sentenced to years in a Russian prison camp. Her coach saying she's amazed by Griner's strength. ABC's Christine Sloan has more.
Last night, Brittany Griner's Phoenix Mercury teammates and opposing players held 42 seconds of silence before their game to show support for the basketball star sentenced to 9 years in a Russian prison camp.
We're inspired every day by BG's strength.
42, the number of Griner's jersey. Griner's coach emotional after the game.
It was really tough to see BG today and to hear her words. A really emotional day for our whole team.
In a Russian courtroom yesterday, Griner took responsibility for illegally bringing vape cartridges with cannabis oil into Russia in February. But she insisted it was not intentional.
I made an honest mistake, and I hope that in your ruling that it doesn't end my life here.
Griner then choking up, apologizing to her family and teammates. Her attorney argued Griner had no criminal intent. The judge still finding the 31-year-old guilty of drug smuggling. President Biden calling the sentence unacceptable, saying it's one more reminder of what the world already knew. Russia is wrongfully detaining Brittany. The White House refusing to say whether Russia, with the harsh sentence, is using Griner as a political pawn.
Wrongfully detained, need to come home. There's a deal on the table. Let's make the deal. Let's get him home.
Sources say the Biden administration is urging Russia to accept its proposal to bring Griner and former Marine Paul Whelan home in exchange for Russian arms dealer Viktor Bout.
The time is now 8:22.
And let's toss things over to meteorologist Devin Biggs. He's in with the latest.
Good morning, Devin.
Hey, Joe and Emma, thank you very much. Fog starting things off this morning. Not a good situation over in Bar Harbor, where visibility is near zero this morning. Other areas seeing some reduced visibilities as well. And because of the fog, we do have a dense fog advisory that is in effect until about 9 a.m. or so. Further on towards the south and west, you notice that orange right there. This is some heat advisories that are currently in effect, lasting till later this evening because, of course, it's still pretty warm in a few areas. And, of course, some air quality alerts that also are in effect. Both of these will expire later on tonight. But meanwhile, though, not too bad out there. We had a few showers and thunderstorms moving through last night and early this morning. Now there's a few showers left over. We'll hold on to a good amount of cloud cover today as well, but some sunshine will try to peek through from time to time as well. But we are going to be watching this cold front moving in, which will give us opportunities for showers and thunderstorms over the next few days or so. And then some relief will soon be in sight. Temperatures will finally begin to cool off soon. If you're trying to go swimming to beat the heat, water temperatures are in the 60s, so not too bad out there. But the air temperatures, a whole different story. Our average high is 81 degrees. We'll be in the upper 80s today and tomorrow, middle 90s on Sunday, then upper 70s to lower 80s starting Monday into Thursday of next week. So relief is in sight. We just have to wait until Monday for the temperatures to fall. Your muggy mirror, though, not showing very good news, so dew points will be down a little bit, at least in the long-term future, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. This will be the good news here. This is not the good news where we see dew points that are in the 60s and possibly 70s. It's very humid air that will be setting up shop. When the sun does come out, your UV index forecast will be at a forecast 7 for its peak. That means the burn time at its worst will be 30 minutes, so hats, sunglasses, sunscreen, and shade will be necessary as you do head out the door to avoid a bad sunburn. Moving forward, those scattered showers and thunderstorms possible later today. We could use some precipitation. We're still dry across this neck of the woods, though. That will be calming down later on tonight. Some clouds moving in for the daytime tomorrow. We're overall holding off on most precipitation, and with the sunshine coming out by Saturday afternoon. We could definitely use some precipitation. More drought has been added across this part of the state, so again, we're still staying dry, so any rainfall definitely will be welcomed. So a forecast for today, upper 80s, scattered showers and thunderstorms with that northwest wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Later on tonight, middle 60s, becoming mostly cloudy, with the wind overall looking nice and calm. For tomorrow, upper 80s, partly cloudy, south wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Alrighty, here's a look at your extended forecast. A small chance of storms on Sunday, otherwise partly cloudy and hot with highs in the lower to middle 90s. Upper 70s on Monday with a chance for rain showers, and more storms on Tuesday, highs in the low 80s.
Do you struggle to open or close your windows? Are they drafty or leaky? Are you constantly adjusting your thermostat only to have your energy bill skyrocket? If you're nodding your head yes, Renewal by Andersen is your best solution. They custom build and install weather-tight replacement windows and back them with a generous, fully transferable limited warranty.
Call now to schedule your free design consultation. Plus, take advantage of this limited time offer with incredible savings and attractive financing. Don't miss out. Call Renewal by Andersen today.
For a better center to serve you, Bangor Tire has moved to Herman. For a bigger selection of trusted brands, Bangor Tire has moved to Herman. And to better service your ride, no matter the size, Bangor Tire has moved to Herman. Master mechanics, free shuttle service, and the fair deals you deserve. Take Littlefield Avenue to Bangor Tire, beside Dysart's in Herman. BangorTire.com.
We're more than just a tire store.
From the land to the sea, Chase's Family Restaurant is the place to be.
Are you looking for a place to unwind after a long day?
Then come check out our Hideaway Lounge.
With a bar that's both upbeat and laid back. And it's the perfect atmosphere for anyone who wants to unwind after work.
Or kick it up for the weekends with daily drink specials and a full dinner menu.
You can fill up on a good time any night of the week.
Thank you for being a part of our family.
Here at Chase's Family Restaurant.
It's your Chevy. Find it in Bangor, Portland, and Rockland.
Good morning, everyone. Well, Thursday may have been the hottest day all summer, even hotter on the Orono turf, but that wasn't stopping Maine football from opening up training camp for the 2022 season. Now, there are a couple big question marks entering Jordan Stevens' maiden voyage at the helm. First, what will the wide receiver room look like without Andre Miller? He is busy catching passes with the New York Giants training camp down in New Jersey. And also, how can the Black Bears bounce back from a below-average year defensively? One thing that did stand out from practice number one, though, Stevens, very hands-on with the players, going over technique and fundamentals throughout various drills.
My knowledge on the defensive side of the ball, so wherever I can lend a hand and assist one of the coaches and run some drills, that's what I want to do, and that allows me to get more interaction with the players.
Shout out to Coach Hall, Coach Stevens. They came in, flipping things around, making us work harder, do everything more efficiently and 100%.
Multiple players talking about that discipline being a key focus early. It was last year. It is this year as well. One subtle difference at this year's camp as opposed to last year is that Stevens has the entire team living in a singular hall on campus. That's a change from the past few years when players all lived in separate locations, and already it's given camp a true team vibe this time around.
Guys are with each other now 24/7. I mean, we, just that extra bonding, I think. But like I said, that real camp feeling, just getting guys together, now we're, even in our off time, we're hanging out in the common room, doing this, chatting it up, playing a game here, whatever. But I like it, personally, but I think it was a good change, and now we're right there.
Again, first game for the Black Bears is set for September 3rd at New Mexico. First home game is the following week, the 10th, versus Colgate. In Maine, though, we're just a couple days away from opening up the Cal Ripken World Series, and for the very first time, it'll be held at two of the state's most beloved ballparks. Tyler Cruz has more.
The overall experience is something they'll cherish for a lifetime.
It's been a long time coming, but the Cal Ripken 12U World Series is here, and it's being played in Waterville, Maine.
What are you looking forward to most?
Hitting dingers and having fun.
We were originally supposed to host in 2020. That got canceled, obviously, due to the pandemic, and we put in a new bid and got it for this summer, 2022.
From the Green Monster to the ivy-covered fence, the World Series is being played at two of the coolest Little League ballparks in the country, and the only two scale replicas of Major League parks.
That's obviously the draw for Cal Ripken to want to host up here in Waterville, Maine.
It's great. Really nice fields up here. Really fun to play on.
12 teams will converge on the two diamonds for 40 games over 8 days, with 4 of those teams being from Maine, including the kids from Andy Valley.
It's elation in our household, and I know it is for all the other kids. And the fact that we can do it in our backyard.
I'm really excited. I'm just super happy that it's in Maine. Well, it's close to home, so you get to sleep in more.
So the week that's been circled on the calendar for a while is finally here.
It feels awesome. I'm very excited.
We've been planning this for 5 years, and we're not planning anymore. It's here.
And everyone is there to win.
We really expect to be playing next Saturday. That's our goal.
I think it will be great. Getting some tough competition. Some good teams coming.
I bet some people are nervous, but I'm not really. Just the game of baseball.
But at the end of the day, it's going to be a week that kids from all over the country will never forget.
Not to be cliche, but the experience, I mean, these kids don't know it yet, but, years down the road, they're going to remember this week.
I'm Tyler Cruz, reporting with ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
Hitting dingers and having fun. They should put that on a t-shirt. Honestly, if they did that, hitting dingers here, having fun, maybe on the back, I would legit buy it. You could probably make a couple grand off that, and it's just a couple hours away from most places in Maine. So they should do that. Games are set to begin down in Waterville on Saturday. On Thursday, though, the Queen City Athletics River Dogs return to action, looking to avoid elimination in the Senior Legion Regional Tourney. Going up against a tough Connecticut team, though, they were not hitting dingers, and they probably weren't having fun. It was a 10-1 loss. That bounces them from the tournament. Colin Peckham shouldered the loss. He gave up 5 runs on 7 hits in 4 innings of work. Offense struggled once again. They did get 7 hits in the game, but just 1 run, and that came on an RBI double from Peckham. So the River Dogs' run comes to an end. Still plenty to be proud of looking back on the summer. And speaking of coming to an end, longtime Red Sox outfielder Jackie Bradley Jr. has likely played his final game in Boston. The Red Sox have released the 32-year-old after acquiring him for a second stint this past offseason in that Hunter Renfroe trade. Looks like it's getting even worse by the second. He gave them a boost defensively, was more or less a liability on offense, just a .210 average, 3 home runs, 29 RBIs on the season, costing the Red Sox nearly $10 million. That said, though, Bradley Jr. was a staple from 2013 to 2020, helping win 2 World Series rings, and he was also named an All-Star in 2016. Of course, that long hitting streak, so he had his fair share of success, just not this time around with the Red Sox. Maybe that's sports. We'll be right back after the break.
Welcome to Rebecca's. For over 30 years, we've been serving our local customers in downtown Bangor, and we invite you to explore our historic shop.
Rebecca's carries many Maine-made products from local artisans. Perhaps you need a gift basket for your next celebration. We'll be glad to help. From blueberry ceramic dishes, gourmet foods featuring Stonewall Kitchen, fine wines to antique dishes and furniture. You're sure to find that perfect gift.
We hope to see you soon at Rebecca's.
On the Road, broadcasting the news at 6, live from Skowhegan, is sponsored by Coastal Auto Parts, your local Napa Auto Parts dealer, with 29 locations, owned and operated by a Maine family that cares. University of Maine Early College, tuition-free online fall courses for high school students, umaine.edu/early college. And visit Duncan stores in Skowhegan and Madison, as well as these other locations, owned and operated by the Bailey family.
You're watching Fox 22, Bangor.
Happy
Friday, Maine. It's August 5th of 2022. Welcome anyone visiting the great state of Maine. We're glad you're here. We have festivals, fairs, races. The list goes on and on this weekend. We'll have more on that coming up, and Devin has the forecast in just a moment.
Maynard Joan Benoit won one of the first Olympic marathons for women at the Los Angeles Games in 1984. She lives in Cape Elizabeth these days. Actress Lonnie Anderson is 77. Actress Maureen McCormick, who played Marcia on TV's The Brady Bunch, is 66. Mr. and Mrs. Steve Carell are celebrating their 27th wedding anniversary today, and that's quite a long time for a Hollywood marriage.
And just in time for the weekend, it is International Beer Day, National Oyster Day, and Work Like a Dog Day. So, like you were saying, work hard, play hard.
I know. I wonder what makes something International Beer Day or International Oyster Day.
I'm sure there's more of a complex, approval or application to get something international than just national.
I want to try to do that, but I think it's a good day for International Beer and Oyster Day because it's going to be hot, and it's a Friday. So, you worked hard all week. Go have fun.
Go get some oysters and some beer and hang out.
Maybe not the oysters part. I got to go fix my car. But beer is affordable.
Yeah, car maintenance takes a little more precedence over the oysters, I think.
Unfortunately. Let's turn it over to meteorologist Devin Biggs.
Top of the morning to you, Devin.
Hey, Joe and Emma, thank you very much. Happy Friday. Fog is starting off things this morning and making things a little bit tricky in a few areas, especially near Bar Harbor, where visibility is near zero. Waterville seeing some fog as well. We do have a dense fog advisory near the Bar Harbor area, lasting until about 9 a.m. or so. Other areas further down to the south and west, you notice that orange that's on the map right here. This right here is heat advisories that are currently in effect, and those are going to be expiring later on tonight. Of course, temperatures will be warm for us as well, but not bad enough to warrant heat advisories. Otherwise, those some showers and thunderstorms moving through last night and early this morning. Those are tapering off for now, but more showers and storms on the way later this afternoon. Nothing severe with those. We'll need to keep an eye on those. Some heavy downpours will be possible as all this right here continues to move from the west to the east. Meanwhile, though, all right, here's those showers and storms that will be developing later this afternoon or the evening time frame. Otherwise, you may hold on to more clouds as we head towards the morning period for your Saturday. The wind's not too bad out of the north, mainly at around 5, maybe up to 10 miles per hour. The directions may jump around a little bit, but overall the winds won't be too bad today as we start things off on this Friday. Upper 80s today, scattered showers and thunderstorms this afternoon with that northwest breeze at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Later on tonight, 66 degrees, becoming mostly cloudy, and the wind overall looking nice and calm. In your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period, showing plenty of clouds, maybe a chance for a few showers. More storms for the afternoon period. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Joe and Emma.
Thanks, Devin.
Perfect timing. 3 p.m. the sun comes out and the thunderstorms roll in.
Yep.
Just as Mother Nature planned it.
Of course.
Well, the Maine Department of Transportation is going to begin working on the next phase of construction for the Brewer River Walk early next week.
Devin Dagnall has the story.
Starting August 8th, parts of the South Main Street and Route 15 will be closed as the Maine Department of Transportation resumes renovations of the Brewer River Walk. Maine DOT spokesperson Damian Veyu says the project will add several improvements to the existing trail.
Otherwise, it's going to be adding about 1,000 feet, 900 to 1,000 feet of trail, 4 benches, 25 light posts, Wi-Fi, security cameras, trash receptacles.
This project has been underway since 2000 when the city invested $4 million to stabilize the shore of the Penobscot River after finding out the Riverwalk was deteriorating due to erosion. Deputy Director of Economic Development, Renee Doble, spoke about the changes that have happened since.
They started with the first phase that went from Masons down to the high tide area. And then the second phase, which was completed in 2019, went from high tide up to Center Street. Last fall, we added the fitness gym that's down in Veterans Park.
Veyu says these improvements will encourage more people to enjoy the Riverwalk.
Greenways like this really do contribute to healthier populations in more livable cities. And studies have kind of shown that if areas like this don't have amenities, then people don't use them.
The project is expected to wrap up on September 20th. In the meantime, Veyu says everyone should drive safely in this area.
Just travel with caution, slow down through the work zone, especially where the shoulder's closed. It's going to leave some areas where pedestrians and bicyclists are going to be traveling, and it will just be a little bit unsafe.
Devin Dagnall, ABC 7 and Fox 22.
A lack of CO2 is causing a bad taste in the mouths of beer drinkers. A nationwide shortage of carbon dioxide became critical after a CO2 supplier in Mississippi shut down last month. That is putting a hurt on beer makers across the country.
Many beers are now falling flat due to the lack of CO2. It gives beer its foam, shelf life, and it's used through the production and packaging process. The issue is hitting small craft brewers the most. Brewers have already been facing issues such as barley and aluminum can shortages. And the Bangor State Fair is back in full swing.
Here's Matthew Juroncic with the story.
People on rides, the sound of people playing games, the smell of fair food in the air. The Bangor State Fair is on full display, with excited kids and adults lining up at Cross Insurance Center. The festivities attract people from all over, looking for a true fair experience.
I like it. I don't go to a lot of state fairs, so this is real fun.
The doors to the carnival open Thursday at 2 p.m., kicking off a long weekend of fun. Among the many features the fair has to offer, Maddie Jenkins comes for the camaraderie it has to offer.
Just like the fun and hanging out with friends.
Founded in 1849, the Bangor State Fair usually attracts between 40 to 50,000 people a year.
Well, you can make a lot of friends here, and people are nice, and we're in Bangor, so they don't have a lot of stuff like this, so it means
The fair features an assortment of rides and foods that participants have the opportunity to try, including the famous Pharaoh's Fury and fried dough. It also features a variety of carnival games like balloon darts, bushel basket, and cork gun gallery. Connecticut native Henry Katz says he is impressed with all the fair has to offer.
I mean, it means a lot, honestly. Getting to see the main experience here, it's a great culture, and it means a lot to me.
And as you can see, it is packed behind me, and it's going to be like this until Sunday, with tickets ranging from $5 to $7 in the well-known Demolition Derby happening on Saturday. Reporting from Bangor, Matthew Juroncic, ABC7 and Fox 22.
Traffic on an Alabama highway was slow moving Wednesday as authorities pursued a loose cow. Part of the chase is caught on camera. The cow is running loose in the median section of 65 Interstate Highway, with local authorities seen driving not far behind.
There's no word on how the cow got into the major highway or if it was ultimately corralled, but he seems to be having a good time. He's just hanging out, going for a little stroll. He's got a police escort. Doesn't cost him a penny. It works out great.
He's either having a great time or he's absolutely terrified.
And panicking and yes. Doesn't know what's going on.
So he just keeps running.
Hey, it's okay. He's moving right into the weekend.
Yes, good for him. Well, after the break, we'll have the latest out of the Hollywood Nation, plus some news on a tree-hugging competition.
You won't want to miss that. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Up and Spoke Fireworks is family-owned with a huge selection including Brothers and Showtime, Time Bandit, and Black Hat brands. We will share our knowledge with you, then go have a blast. Up and Spoke Fireworks, 173 West Main Street, Searsport.
Wherever you are, whether you're ready or not, it's coming. With a purpose, with persistence, with the power to change the way you live. So you don't have to change the way you live. Generac automatic standby generators. Control your power, control your life. Visit Generac.com.
Bathfitter doesn't just fit your bath. We fit your life. When a normal day is anything but normal, we fit your schedule with our unique tub-over-tub process installed in as little as a day. When high quality is the only quality that matters, we fit your standards with a lifetime guarantee. Bathfitter. It just fits.
Now, with $600 off a complete bath system, it fits your budget too. We've never had a promotion this big, so call or click now.
General Rental Center has been serving Central Maine with equipment and tool rentals for more than 30 years. Our extensive inventory contains everything you need to get the job done right. Our professional, knowledgeable staff is here to make sure that you get the highest quality rental items to complete your project and that they have been serviced and maintained to the highest standards. Power brooms to get that sand off the lawn, leaf blowers, brush chippers, stump grinders, aerial lifts, tillers, and excavators. We rent most everything. If you don't see it in our online catalog, please ask for it. If we don't have the item you need, we would be happy to help you find it. Up and Spoke Fireworks is family-owned with a huge selection including Brothers and Showtime, Time Bandit, and Black Hat brands. We will share our knowledge with you, then go have a blast. Up and Spoke Fireworks, 173 West Main Street, Searsport.
The baddest superstars on the planet are unleashed in prime time. All new Friday Night SmackDown tonight at 8 Eastern on Fox.
The Atlas V rocket lifted off Thursday morning from Cape Canaveral Space Force Station in Florida. The rocket, carrying the sixth and final missile-detecting satellite for the U.S. Space Force, being sent into geosynchronous orbit.
The satellite is joining 5 others already in orbit, completing a ballistic missile tracking constellation about 22,000 miles above Earth. Their purpose is to detect threats across the globe. The satellite was originally designed by Lockheed Martin. And a new study says activity in later life for seniors can help prevent Alzheimer's. The study, sponsored by both a British Alzheimer's and Aging Institute, says various activities can help aging brains fight off cognitive decline even if physical indicators are present.
The study of about 1,200 people and cognitive tests from the age of 8 to 69 showed that some active types who had brain plaque buildup developed cognitive reserves, showing no signs of Alzheimer's, while others showed problems with memory and thinking.
And some people in Scotland took their love for nature to a new level. The inaugural Scottish Tree Hugging Championship was held late last month, and since then, video of the event has been circulating online.
Contestants were evaluated by judges on their speed, dedication, and style of hugging trees, as well as who could hold their poses the longest. More than 25 people participated in the championship, double what organizers were expecting. Selena Gomez heads back to the kitchen. A popular DC villain plans his return, and more.
Fox's Ashley Dvorkin has the latest in the Hollywood Nation.
All right, you guys ready? Gomez keeps cooking, The White Lotus reopens, and the clown prince of crime gets a date in the Hollywood Nation.
All I have are negative thoughts.
The Joker is heading back to the big screen in 2 years. The sequel to Todd Phillips' billion-dollar blockbuster, Joker: Folie à Deux, will arrive in theaters October 4th, 2024. Joaquin Phoenix is expected to reprise his role as the DC villain.
Welcome to the White Lotus.
A new group of vacationers will check into the White Lotus this fall. HBO announced the second season will premiere in October. The series will be set in a different location, this time in Sicily, Italy, with Jennifer Coolidge as the only returning cast member from season 1.
They just want to get out there and play. Freaks.
Another series making a comeback, Disney Plus's sports drama, The Mighty Ducks Game Changers. Season 2 debuts on September 28th. The new episodes follow Lauren Graham as Coach Alex Morrow and her youth hockey team attending a summer hockey institute in California.
Selena and Chef takes Malibu.
And today's first looks feature Selena Gomez hanging at the beach with family and friends in the trailer to the 4th season of Selena and Chef. Gomez brings her hit cooking show to Malibu, California to take on new challenges and prepare dishes with the help of all-star chefs. It premieres on HBO Max August 18th. In Hollywood, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
Next up, we'll have your Friday Business Report.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Durable, sturdy, stylish. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find solid wood, built to last, made in Maine dressers, bureaus, and nightstands. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
Prescription drug costs are too high, and Mainers are paying too much for life-saving medications. That's why Jared Golden led the way on a law that makes insulin more affordable. It will cap out-of-pocket costs for insulin at $35 per month. That's putting our health and economic security first, not drug company profits. Call your senators and ask them to join Jared Golden in the fight to lower costs.
is as good as it gets. It's good! Oh my goodness! Sensation!
MLB returns to the Field of Dreams when the Cubs take on the Reds, August 11th on Fox.
Comfy, cozy, relaxing. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find rockers, recliners, sofas, and easy chairs. Quality furniture, affordable prices. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
A heart attack can be a harrowing experience. Survival after a heart attack is improving, but there are still risks of complications down the road.
Now, health experts are investigating long-term survival stats in heart attack survivors.
With more, here's ABC's Ike Gachi.
Researchers from Yale University looked at survival and hospitalization rates in almost 4 million Americans who had heart attacks over a 25-year period. By 10 years from first heart attack, they found that almost 3/4 of patients had died, and almost 1/3 had another admission for heart attack. However, over the 25-year period, both of these rates steadily declined, thanks to advances in medicine. While we have better treatments for heart disease today than we did before, experts say preventing the first heart attack is paramount. Talk to your doctor about how you can reduce your risk for heart attack. Lifestyle changes like incorporating exercise or eating a healthful diet may be just some of the steps you can take. With this Medical Minute, I'm Ike Gachi.
If you're considering buying a home or refinancing, it may be a good idea to make your move now.
Jerry Willis has this story and more in your Friday Business Report.
A sign the labor market may be slowing ahead of Friday's big jobs report. 260,000 people filed for first-time jobless claims last week, up from the previous week. That's around what analysts were expecting, but it's now near the highest level since November. The anticipation of the government's jobs report had investors playing it cautious on Thursday. The markets finished mixed after a choppy session, but the Nasdaq rose and is now at the highest close since May. If you're looking to buy a home or refinance, you may want to act soon. That's because mortgage rates just fell below 5% for the first time since April. Freddie Mac says the average 30-year fixed-rate loan is now 4.99%. And here's something that might upset your stomach just as much as rising food prices. A new survey by the Honey Baked Ham Company says the most offensive table manner sin is chewing with your mouth open. That was followed by not washing your hands and burping. That's business. I'm Jerry Willis.
With one final look at our full weather forecast, here's meteorologist Devin Biggs.
Good morning, Devin.
Hey, Joe and Emma, thank you very much. Fog starting things off this morning. Not a good situation over in Bar Harbor. Visibility is near zero this morning. Other areas seeing some reduced visibilities as well. And because of the fog, we do have a dense fog advisory that is in effect until about 9 a.m. or so. Further on towards the south and west, you notice that orange right there. This is some heat advisories that are currently in effect, lasting till later this evening because, of course, it's still pretty warm in a few areas. And, of course, some air quality alerts that also are in effect. Both of these will expire later on tonight. But meanwhile, though, not too bad out there. We had a few showers and thunderstorms moving through last night and early this morning. Now there's a few showers left over. We'll hold on to a good amount of cloud cover today as well, but some sunshine will try to peek through from time to time as well. But we are going to be watching this cold front moving in, which will give us opportunities for showers and thunderstorms over the next few days or so. And then some relief will soon be in sight. Temperatures will finally begin to cool off soon. If you're trying to go swimming to beat the heat, water temperatures are in the 60s, so not too bad out there. But the air temperatures, a whole different story. Our average high is 81 degrees. We'll be in the upper 80s today and tomorrow, middle 90s on Sunday, then upper 70s to lower 80s starting Monday to Thursday of next week. So relief is in sight. We just have to wait until Monday for the temperatures to fall. Your muggy mirror, though, not showing very good news, so dew points will be down a little bit, at least in the long-term future, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. This will be the good news here. This is not the good news where we see dew points that are in the 60s and possibly 70s. It's very humid air that will be setting up shop. When the sun does come out, your UV index forecast will be at a 7 for its peak. That means the burn time at its worst will be 30 minutes, so hats, sunglasses, sunscreen, and shade will be necessary as you do head out the door to avoid a bad sunburn. Moving forward, those scattered showers and thunderstorms possible later today. We could use some precipitation. We're still dry across this neck of the woods, so that will be calming down later on tonight. Some clouds moving in for the daytime tomorrow. We're overall holding off on most precipitation, with the sunshine coming out by Saturday afternoon. We could definitely use some precipitation. More drought has been added across this part of the state, so again, we're still staying dry, so any rainfall definitely will be welcomed. So your forecast for today, upper 80s, scattered showers and thunderstorms with that northwest wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Later on tonight, middle 60s, becoming mostly cloudy, with the wind overall looking nice and calm. For tomorrow, upper 80s, partly cloudy, south wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Alrighty, here's a look at your extended forecast. A small chance of storms on Sunday, otherwise partly cloudy and hot with highs in the lower to middle 90s. Upper 70s on Monday with a chance for rain showers, and more storms on Tuesday, highs in the low 80s.
When pipes froze and water damage ravaged a home, Bouchard Cleaning was there to restore and dry things up. When a home in Wells needed mold remediation, Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration performed as promised. From Madawaska to Owl's Head, Ashland to Bath, we've answered the call. More than just a cleaning company, we're restoring Maine. Statewide commercial and residential services. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration.
Out with the old and in with the new. Check out Pat's Pizza Specials. Tuesdays, $5 spaghetti and meatballs. Tuesday all day breadstick special. Wednesday, large one-topping pizzas, $8. Wednesday, small steak and cheese with French fries, $6.25. Friday, fish with French fries, $7.50. Saturday, small one-headed pizza, fountain soda, $7.25. And you can still save some dough. Bring the family to the all-new Pat's Pizza, 662 Main Road North, Hamden.
Hey, it's Eric from Green Bear 420. We've been in business since 2010 and going strong, so stop in and check us out. We specialize in glass art by over 100 local artists and even have live glass blowing. Plus, we carry incense, novelties, t-shirts, and hard-to-find items. We have tons of local products for the tie-dye wearing person in your circle of friends. Come see us at 531 Moosehead Trail in Newport. And remember, Green Bear 420, it's not just a store, it's a lifestyle.
On the Road, broadcasting the news at 6, live from Skowhegan, is sponsored by Comfort Shoes and More in Newport. Come in today and get professionally fitted so your feet will be pain-free again. Central Maine Pyrotechnics, professional fireworks displays, bringing the best showmanship anywhere for all kinds of special events. And Remax at Home in downtown Skowhegan, here to make the home buying process as easy as possible. Remax, don't worry, we've done this a million times.
Whenever we do a recipe about foil pack cooking, we always seem to get lots of requests asking if we have more recipes like them. And for those of you who aren't familiar with how easy foil pack cooking is, let me share with you a chicken and veggie dish that is perfect for this time of year. We start by cutting 4 pieces of foil. Each piece should be about 12 by 18 inches. On top of each one, we place a boneless chicken breast sprinkled with Italian dressing mix. To give these lots of color and freshness, we combine some chunked up red peppers, zucchini, onions, and a little vegetable oil, along with a bit more of the dressing mix. Now we top each chicken breast with some of the veggie mixture and finish them off with some shredded mozzarella cheese before sealing them tightly. And whether you cook these in the oven, on the grill, or over the campfire, you'll be amazed at how easy they are. Once you open up these bundles of goodness and taste how juicy and flavorful the chicken is, are you ever going to be hooked on foil pack cooking? Plus, there are no pots and pans to wash, which is a double bonus. The recipe for our garden chicken and veggies is on our website and ready for you to make as soon as tonight. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a wrapped up way for you to say, ooh, it's so good. You are a screwball. Just take the piece.
And finally, the creation of a robot-like creature may inspire some new technology. Jonathan Tippett is a Canadian-born artist and mechanical engineer. In 2020, he received recognition from the Guinness World Record books for having the largest tetrapod exoskeleton in the world.
His four-legged design is a mech suit, meaning mechanized. Tippett says for now, the mech suit has multiple human uses.
We see a future, or imagine and envision a future where powered mech suits are as common as ATVs. You could use them in all sorts of applications: mining, agriculture, search and rescue, disaster response.